But for projects in process, and what we're finding is a lot of the construction that's happening is not slowing down. It's actually accelerating because
it's an essential service. Yeah.
It's an essential service. They're working 24/7 to take advantage of the fact that they can. There are no other tenants in the buildings that they have to worry about sound mitigation, as they're doing tenant fit up. So they're actually ahead of schedule on many projects. Occasionally we're seeing ones where somebody tested positive on site, and so that's kind of shut the project down. And I realize this varies from project to project and municipality to municipality as far as the rules go, but for the most part, I think those things are going full steam. For tenants that were in the process of looking for space, now's a real good time to look at that timeline, because I think the smoke is going to clear a lot in maybe 60 or 90 days. And so if they can delay making decisions without putting themselves in a precarious having to renew because they have no other choice kind of situation, for many of them, we're telling them just put the brakes on a little bit. Any thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this is where your tenant rep, if you're a tenant, is really going to be key. Walt, I know you've got all kinds of creative strategies depending on tenant circumstances. I think you're exactly right. In the short run, whether or not you pay rent, in the short run, it's advisable not to make any commitments in this kind of 60, 90-day horizon at least, until some clarity comes to the market. And there will be time to work things out. Chances are good there's not going to be an eviction. And again, depending on the financial condition and circumstances of each respective tenant, you're going to come up with these kinds of solutions. I think the blend and extend is a wonderful way to play. Extend the lease, spread out the cost, make good on all the rental obligations just later.
Right. Well, the challenge though on the blend and extend is I'm not sure that I really want to blend too much when I don't know what the market rate is. I mean, there are no comps for what market rate is for transactions in the last 30 days, because really no transactions happened or were, I should say, in the last 30 days.
Yeah, and I mean, extend at least to the extent of covering the unpaid rent later.
Right.
And so that can be part of the negotiation, right? Yeah, I think you're exactly right. The short term is key until these dynamics settle down and we know what the new market rents are going to be. That they're going to be lower.
Well, yeah, and I mean, that's a tough bitter pill for landlords to accept, that market rates may have dropped 20%, almost overnight. But so goes employment with demand, right? I mean, it's seats that they sell at the end of the day, or space for seats. And when you need less space for seats, then the demand has fallen, but landlords are going to be in denial on that, or at least they were in all of the other downturns that I've ever experienced.
That's right.
And that's
well,
what
I think you make a key point, and that's a real takeaway, I think, is given that landlord denial about what the real rates are, stay short as much as possible. While this sorts itself out, so you can benefit from the clarification of lower rents, if in fact that's what you believe is going to happen. That's certainly what Walt and I think.